Good day, Galaxy. Mopar and Commander Cody here. We're going to be breaking down the recent Rogue One trailer. We were excited. We have viewed it. There's a lot to talk about. It's an awesome thing that we watched. So, what do you think?
You didn't let me say my own name.
Commander Cody.
What's up with that?
Don't you have? Hey.
We've watched this many times, and we're excited to be able to pause it and break it down and look at particular aspects of the trailer and speculate wildly about who characters may or may not be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what fanboys like to do.
Sure. So, just before we get started, Rogue Squadron Podcast, that's who we are. That's what we do. Go check out our regular episodes. iTunes, it's all free. So, rate, subscribe, fucking click some shit. Now let's get into this, guys.
I love the piano.
The piano
I
right
have
at the
to
beginning.
stop. What the shit? It's so good.
Yeah. So wow.
State your name for the
So we
record.
have
Jyn Erso.
Jyn Erso.
Forgery of Imperial documents.
Beautiful Yavin.
So the first shot we see is Jyn walking with a Republic soldier.
Yeah.
It looks like on Endor.
No, this is Yavin.
Yavin, that's what I meant.
This is their base on Yavin.
But we see in the background already that there's an X-wing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we move, it looks like an R2 unit, an astromech, right in between Jin's ass and
An R4, perhaps.
yeah, possibly. So, but this sweeping, I like this shot because it shows the busyness, the hecticness of the rebels. You know, this is before Episode 4, so they're still kind of figuring shit out. That's why they're bringing in her. We'll get into it a little bit later, but
Yeah.
let's move on just a tad.
Sure.
Stolen property, aggravated assault, resist.
So it's like, I don't know, I keep pausing. I kind of
No, you're fine. There's another we got another R2 unit to the right.
Yeah.
But again, they're pulling in an X-wing, probably for repairs or whatever. But this shot reminds me a lot of Episode 4,
Yeah.
or the kind of just the feel.
Yeah, they're giving us all like the classic Star Wars, like from the 70s. Like they're giving us all that feel that fanboys have been really wanting to go back to since
And
the prequels
actually,
and stuff.
Next to that R2 or whatever, the astromech, it looks like there's a gonk droid.
Where?
Resisting
Oh, he's not walking.
arrest.
Never mind.
Anyways,
Your own from the age of 50.
so now she's in the control room, and we got Mon Mothma, who fucking great casting, by the way. She looks
Yeah.
exactly like a young Mon Mothma.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we've got the battle strategy green arrow boards that really don't make any sense.
Topographic maps.
But they're still there, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, classic shot. They're in obviously like a control room.
So originally when I saw this, I thought when they were counting off all the things that she's done, I thought it was like an Imperial officer had like arrested her and was counting down everything. And then we see that it's Mon Mothma
Aggressive,
and,
undisciplined.
whatever the rest of her generals are. Oh, yeah. Let's check this out too. Go back a bit.
So we've got following behind her. First of all, this droid, and we'll see him a little later.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's her droid or if it's. Think about this: the idea of like an IG-88.
Yeah.
Where it's like a self-sufficient droid. It doesn't need to be told what to do. If she teams up with something like an IG-88.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm kind of thinking that this movie's going to be about is her assembling a team of ragtag people from all over different species or whatever, and they're going to go steal the plans.
Yeah. For the first Death Star, by the way, no Bothans. That was for the second Death Star. Return of the Jedi. Let's get it straight. And
Straight as an arrow.
Keep watching.
So
Beating the shit out of some stormtroopers.
yeah,
And then something blows up. I want to kind of see what that was that blew up, but I can't. No, I can't.
yeah. The
It's just
shots,
explosion.
it's already exploding when the shot starts.
So
It looked like it was.
yeah, she rebels.
I rebel.
Hear that shit?
So that reaction by Mon Mothma.
Like-
Let's go back and just kind of stare at her face when she does this, because she looks disappointed, but she's like accepting that answer. She's like, well, yeah, you're right. I did break these rules. But first of all, these were all Imperial laws who you are fighting a war against.
Yeah.
So why those laws matter? Second of all, you guys are called the fucking rebels. That's what I do.
Well, it's like I'm the exact person that you guys are looking for.
And I think it's almost like the realization that Mon Mothma's like, well,
We need someone
she's completely right.
who doesn't play by the rules. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it sounds like. Yeah.
You make a good point.
We have
So-
a mission for you.
This is the money shot right here, in my opinion. I love
Your
this.
weapons test is
So originally when I saw this, I thought those were stars. Like I thought it was just a Star Destroyer spacing around. What the fuck you call it? Jetness. But no, when I saw those lights, I thought they were stars at first. And I think that was the whole point of it.
I thought there was like a planet eclipsing something, and that's what left the shadow on the Death Star in the background.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought. But as they pull away, and before we get there, look at the perspective. Look how small that other Star Destroyer is.
Right, so that's the whole point. They started the shot with the Star Destroyer, and you're like, God damn, that thing's huge. And then they show another one in the
a
background
major weapon.
for sizing comparison,
So, like, how-
saying this is the same thing,
Yeah.
and look at it just next to nothing. Yeah, it's
Boop, boop.
and that's how they are. That's the engine sound.
And then as they lay this, I forget exactly what it's called, like the focusing
It's
disc
focusing
for the
disc, yeah, I
weapon.
think. Yeah,
As they lay it in, it's just like massive.
yeah. That's all scaling. They're just showing how gigantic this shit is. Look at the one right in front of it. Like that little pea-sized thing is. That's all like a city.
It's cool because it was cool in 77, but what they had to work with, we didn't get like the full. I feel like we never got the full power of it. Because like the first few Star Wars weren't like Darth Vader's evil, but they weren't very evil. So when we see the Empire, it was like, stormtroopers getting knocked over left and right and Imperial officers being assholes. But now we get to see like just how huge this shit is.
Yeah, I agree.
Like just how destructive it's going to be.
The issue is
There's no issues.
this,
Name it.
the Star Destroyer, or I'm sorry, the Death Star here
Yeah.
will not be used
No.
because it was tested on Alderaan.
Yeah, exactly.
So even though they're putting it together, it's going to be fully operational, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to be able to use it because it's canon that it was tested on Alderaan.
Well, we know how Disney feels about canon. It might just
Hey,
change
you can't
that shit.
uncanonize
No,
a
I know.
movie.
I'm just fucking joking.
I
But
know.
no, because they say that they are the weapons. Let's actually just rewind and hear what she said herself.
For you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need.
So they're going to show them testing it.
Yeah. Well, so they're not going to, obviously. So I assume they're going to get the plans and like stop it before it happens. This has to be really close to episode 4.
That's what I'm thinking.
It has
like,
to be like right before it.
like months.
Even like weeks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we set up the character probably a couple months before episode 4.
True. Okay.
And then they go on their mission for a month,
Right.
and then episode 4.
Because I'm thinking in my head, like they're getting ready to test. Someone comes in and infiltrates the Death Star and steals the plans.
And then
Vader's like, stop the test. We need to go get the plans back. And then that's where episode 4 like starts, like right away. So it could be that close.
That's why I think there might be a little bit of overlap. Like a background scene that's supposed to happen in episode 4. I don't know. Well, let's move on. Let's see.
Is that clear?
I wonder who that guy is too. That's who the other guy that was talking in the very beginning when it was listening off for shit. Like what you did this, you stole that Gatorade from that little kid.
Yeah, he's probably going to be we don't need her. She's a, prison bitch.
She'll do something wrong and he'll be like, try to shut down the mission.
Right.
Like she's too reckless.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like that's why you fail.
Yes, sir.
She's not happy with him in that. Can we? So
I like
this
how
sound.
they sped that up. I
This
think
sound-
it's the original alarm. They just sped it up.
Yes,
Sir.
but they use that somewhere else.
I thought it was in Force Awakens. I brought that up and you guys were like, nah.
Well, so we were, yeah. It was used somewhere else. We have to figure this out because Butterclone was saying that sound has never been used in Star Wars. I was like, no, yeah, it has.
There's nothing we like more than shutting our friends down.
Yeah. We'll have to do some research about that, but I love that shrieking. Like something's wrong.
Yeah. And we're about to do commentary for Force Awakens too. So I'm sure we'll come across it.
Gonk. We saw Gonk walking in the background right here. Boop.
Yep, there he is.
But just the fact that they put that in there is such a reference. It's such a calling back to that core of what made Star Wars.
Yep.
It's cool. I like it.
I'm so excited. Now, here's the one that everyone's freaking out about. Half the people in the world think it's Tarkin. So what has been brought up is his insignia that tells you his rank. He's an admiral. He's not a Moff. So
When does Tarkin become a Moff? Wouldn't he be an admiral before?
Yeah.
And since this is before episode 4,
Yeah, but like we said, it's only a few weeks or a few months.
so he completes the Death Star, gets moved up to Moff. But I think the issue is, I think he was Moff at the end of 3. Because we see Tarkin walk away.
No,
And he's in his black robe.
he's
already.
not Moff in the book. The book happens in between 3 and 4. He's not Moff yet. He's still governor. He's not even admiral yet. He's still governor. Actually, yeah, he's never an admiral because that's not what he does. He's more of a political idealist, not a murderer. But anyways, I don't think it's Tarkin. I like to speculate. So
Sure. And
the big one is that
Thrawn. People are saying
Yes.
it's Thrawn, but the timing doesn't make sense unless Chiss live a long fucking time.
but he's not a Chiss. People think they're going to do what they did with Jason Solo. It's like, here's Kylo Ren. Yeah, he's Han's son and he goes to the dark side.
So
It's
they might
Jason
just
Solo.
make this
It's like,
Thrawn.
this is Thrawn, but he's not blue.
He's not a Chiss.
And he doesn't have the
salami.
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 Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I don't want to get into it. Let's move on. All right.
Fucking tankage.
Yeah, that is fucking sweet. Is that a droid
Where?
on the tank? Piloting the tank?
I don't know. I think it's just a different stormtrooper.
His arms look really skinny. Ooh, then we have Forrest Whitaker. Can't wait.
Yeah, who's this like
Clone.
ninja-looking guy in the front? Looks like he's a prisoner.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Like, I'm assuming bounty hunter of some sort.
Yeah, possibly. I'm thinking this might be a part of, what's her name? Jyn's team. So she's going to use that droid, maybe Forrest Whitaker's character, and they're going to team up. And it's going to be a ragtag like group of bounty hunters.
I'm with you. I wonder if maybe he's like her. They've done some work together, and she like comes to him for advice and shit.
Yeah,
He's like the wise old sage,
of bounty
but also
hunting.
kicks fucking ass.
Yeah, possibly. And there was like a rumor that quite possibly Cad Bane could make an appearance. So maybe she's just walking around, going to all these bounty hunters or people that she worked with, and Cad Bane might be one of them that she runs into.
That'd be really cool if she just like if he just happens to be there, not like a main part of the story,
But just
like,
a reference.
You want to join
point,
my
yeah.
thing? No. All right.
No.
Bitch, I gotta capture the Emperor. So, all right.
So Forrest Whitaker's. Pause it. This is the scene that is kind of outrageous to me. People are saying the green in the background is definitely grass, definitely bushes, but that's looks like a maybe it kind of looks like there might be water in the background. I was thinking maybe this could be the
Aunt and Uncle dying.
yeah.
Yeah. Have we seen moisture evaporators? Is there moisture evaporators on Jakku? Do we see moisture evaporators anywhere other than Tatooine?
Wow.
Because that's what is, dude. After watching Force Awakens, I know they put this shit just to freak us out for like to spend 6 months arguing about what it might be.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
And if-
but I just wonder what that's from.
Yeah. Well, that looks just like a moisture evaporator.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be. And something's on fire, something's burning.
Dryness evaporator.
But let's talk about this Dark Trooper a little bit.
Hell yeah.
This motherfucker, I'm so excited. I hope that we see a lot of battle action without Jedi.
I agree.
So it's just going to be all out war in the Star Wars universe. And we're going to have different commands, different tanks, different, squadrons of stormtroopers and rebels.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see this stuff clash outside of the Jedi force power universe. So
Yeah,
I'm excited.
absolutely.
So we've got some rebels that are imprisoned. They walked through goddamn a bazaar.
Yeah. They're in China right now. No, I mean,
Look at this dude to the left. He's stoned as fuck. Oh my god. Jedi Master
is that
Splinter.
a Jawa on the left hand? Or is
No, I think it's just a short woman.
Is that a Jawa?
That's just a tall Jawa. Quite possibly. So, but we have also,
Sorry.
look at the Sand Trooper with his, boop. So they've got to be on a desert planet. You wouldn't have a Sand Trooper.
Is that a sand trooper or is it just like a captain?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I think it's a captain thing.
Okay.
I think it's a rank thing, not like a terrain thing. There's that droid again.
You know what's funny is that the first time I watched this, I didn't even notice the droid because I was looking at her ass. as she runs. She's got a good shape to her. But yeah, it looks like an Imperial droid that may have been reconditioned and reprogrammed. Because look at the back power.
Yeah, it looks like a
pack.
back of a stormtrooper's thing.
Right. So I'm thinking that's what happened. It was an assassin droid from the Imperial Army.
Yeah.
And it was destroyed and or shut down, and they redid it and sent it back out, and now it's helping her out.
Also looks like they're in a subway station. Something crazy.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. That looks like the Underground Railroad.
Yeah. There's a ton. The Underground Railroad.
I don't know.
The London Underground is what you meant to
that's what I was
say.
looking for.
Bunch of different troopers running around, doing nothing, about to get shot. I'm curious about this guy. It looks like he, for a second, is like training stormtroopers.
So let's look. What?
like fucking-
I didn't even look at the background.
Goddamn
Does that not look like
Tsung.
Theed
Kind of does.
with the round tops? But it's a sand planet.
Nah, it's not
Another
not
desert
gonna do
planet.
that.
I wonder if they're going to be back on Tatooine. Who is that? Why is the neck all fucked up?
There's an X-wing in the background too. Just because there's
Oh, wow.
sand right there doesn't mean it's a desert planet. It could just be a beach because we're about to come up to the shot of the AT-ATs.
True. Okay. Yeah, that's making a lot more sense. So you think maybe this shot and the AT-AT shot is on the same planet?
Could be.
Because there was water and it was like a beach-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they're on Tatooine again
But this guy is...
because they have no reason to go to Tatooine until the droids crash land there with the plans.
Right. That's a planet that you don't go to.
This fucking samurai master over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm happy with it. Like, I don't... like, people like this have a place in the Star Wars universe, sure. But the fact that, like, he's just a badass against a whole squadron of stormtroopers just doesn't make sense to me.
Everyone's a badass.
They should just
against
shoot him.
stormtroopers.
Just shoot him.
When I first saw it, I thought he was like training them or something.
Oh.
I thought they hired some. That was my first thought. It's probably one of the people that she recruits for her mission. But I was thinking like he was this hired bounty hunter and he was like training them in hand-to-hand or melee combat or some shit.
Like how the stormtrooper has a Beats by Dre pill.
Yeah, he does, just so he can hear commands from his officer. And there's a stormtrooper laying on the background on the ground.
There's
More of those death troopers.
Yeah,
again.
I didn't even think
Jeez.
about that.
There's so much. I have to stop every like 5 seconds. There's a lot in this trailer.
Look at the metal at the end of the gun, like it's been discolored because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's like an exhaust on a car.
That's
they get real
amazing.
hot. Wow. But those troopers look badass and looks like there's a whole squadron blowing up. Is that 2 ships? Or that looks 1?
That was like a prototype of the Lambda shuttle. Think of like Kylo Ren's shuttle and the Lambda shuttle, and this is like
the middle.
No, not the middle, because Kylo Ren's after. That was silly. But it could be leading up to the Lambda shuttle because those wings.
And this is the same planet that you were just talking about, where it's lush with forests and stuff, but it's like sandy beach.
Yeah, not like a desert. But yeah, I wonder what the frick that's going to be. It's probably some brand new planet.
Yeah, well, you got to think like the Lost Planet in KOTOR it's like that exact kind of thing where it was like forest, but there was also a beach.
I wish they would pull that kind of crazy shit out. There's
Ricotta.
some Rakata over there.
Ricotta.
Whatever, yeah.
Ricotta cheese.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the Admiral again.
Dude, and it looks like that same battle and or after the AT-AT's attack, and he's kind of just scanning the area, seeing how the battle went, what happened, or maybe he's searching for something.
Which
maybe
is cool.
he's searching for someone.
Maybe he's looking for Jyn. Jyn, right? Yeah, Jyn.
Yeah.
It's cool because you don't often see commanding officers on the ground.
Yeah.
Except for,
Vader. He is the war.
We haven't really seen him on the ground much.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what's
supposed
supposed
with
to
him to Hoth because he's obsessed with his son, but like
he's supposed to be on the battlefield in this, so I can't wait.
I think he will be.
So
this is a mystery too. Someone brought up online the fact that the Royal Guards are there means that the Emperor could be there or could be close. Also, the chamber kind of looks like Vader's chamber. I don't think Vader would wear a cloak like that, so I don't think that is Vader. But the fact that the Royal Guards are there has to signify someone huge.
Right. Do you think there might be a secret apprentice that they might actually fit in like a Star Killer character?
That would be awesome.
Or if this is Mara?
That would be awesome too.
That they just kill off during the Kylo Ren, Knights of Ren murder assassination?
That would be very cool.
God, there's so much in the air.
God, it's going to be no one random. It's going to be Jyn, bitch with the cloak on, trying to sneak in.
Yeah.
Watch that happen.
No, yeah, I mean, and that's the whole thing about this. You know, we're speculating and pulling shit from all over the place, but once we see it, just like all these characters have never been seen before, except for Mon Mothma from Mothra.
You continue.
There he is.
He looks psychotic there, but I love it.
He's dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
Getting
Is
ready.
that whoa? Is that a gun on his shoulder? It looks like a little blaster.
Could be.
I
Looks
think
sweet. His armor is awesome.
There's a what was his name? Deckard. God, he was a bounty hunter during the guild, the bounty hunters guild. Deckard, and he had like turrets on his shoulders. Dengar?
That's the guy with the turban.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Anyways,
but yeah, so they might be pulling some shit from the books, but we'll see.
I dig his armor. Looks like he's got a little harmonica there too.
Yeah, just in case
he wants to break out into song. Here's looks like another one of their team. Yeah. He was in the original cast photo that they put out like last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're all sitting in that hangar. Yeah. And then here's this shot. I just want to watch it once before we talk about it. Dude, it's like the Normandy scene, but AT-ATs.
Yeah.
Dude, when I first saw it, it's like so epic. It's
because we haven't seen AT-ATs used anywhere,
and how huge
except
they
for
are.
Hoth.
And again, they're against humans. They're just trying to run against these giant walkers. Wow.
Well, it's like trying to kill a cockroach with a rocket. Like you do have a chance because the blasters are so big on the AT-ATs. They're set up to fight.
Yeah, other ships and
stuff. So, I mean, it's outrageous because people are gonna die.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Someone died over there already.
Oh yeah, that's Luke. But yeah, so the fact that AT-ATs are being used in battle outside of Hoth, amazing. We do see a glimpse of one in episode 6 on Endor.
Correct.
But it's not being used.
Yeah, it's just on patrol. Also, I love the satellite dish too when it goes up. I thought that whole scene, like now we see there's 4 of them. There's that giant satellite. It looks like there could be like an Imperial outpost on this beach, on this planet, wherever the hell it's going to be. Also, I didn't notice the first few times, but the walkers are a little bit different looking. Just slightly. They're just like an earlier model.
They're skinnier, it looks like. Well, these are supposed to also be like troop transports. So I think the outside of the body is supposed to slide open and people can like jump out of it.
That would make more sense than a giant walker that the only function is to shoot 2 lasers.
Yeah, so I would be so excited if one of these things opened up and like those dark stormtroopers came flying out of there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
What will you become?
That's the last shot. She's infiltrated. Looks like she's in the Death Star.
I think she's sneaking around, just like Luke and Han put on a suit, sneaking around looking for the Death Star plans, and she gets confronted by someone right then and there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Vader.
I assume it's gonna be Vader.
Obviously, she stole someone's outfit. Looks like a pilot's armor.
Looks like she's got like batons, like
Probably her nightstick.
Deadpool batons on her back.
Well, she's got that nightstick she was fighting with earlier. But yeah, so if you listen here, I don't think it's anything important. I think it's just the echo of dude's voice, but I thought it was like Vader's breath in the background, but I think I'm just getting a little too excited about it.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
What will you become?
I think it's just the echo off his voice. I just wanted it to be. I just wanted to hear Vader's breath at the end.
They're not going to give that to you.
I just wanted it. Oh, by the way, the movie's called Rogue One.
So excited. So excited for this.
Can't wait.
Jyn Erso. And that's cool that, that's such a start. That's such.
By the way, can we watch Mark Hamill's face right here?
Not only did the fans help to make The Force Awakens a global success, they've also helped to raise over $10 million.
Ridiculous. He's
the
hilarious.
Best. He's the best.
Yeah, so quick breakdown. Thank you guys for listening. Tell us what you fucking think. Go on Instagram. Tell us. Yell at us. What the fuck?
Yeah. If you think
so much up in the air, so much Star Wars speculation, fanboy speculation. No one fucking knows. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's definitely not Tarkin," and then other people are like, "Yeah, it's been confirmed." Like, no one fucking knows. So just have some fun, speculate, talk to people, get mad at each other. But yeah, it's all well and good.
Definitely,
they're not going to give away any major spoilers.
Correct.
So that's the whole point of this stuff.
My thoughts too after Force Awakens trailers, and now we have the movie. they're giving a lot of things in there that look like they could be something huge, but are just going to be insignificant.
Yeah.
Like Captain Phasma.
Yeah.
Like we thought she was going to play a giant role in the movie, and she didn't end up doing much at all. Luckily, she's not dead, but I think like, you know, that the cloaked figure with the royal guards, that might not be anything big. That could be Jyn sneaking around with a cloak. Or it could be Vader, or it could be the Emperor. Because the Emperor's
Vader.
there. The Emperor's on, he's not on the Death Star, but I mean, he's in control of the Empire. It's not like he's dead yet.
God, I wonder if
He's still active.
so.
And
You
there's
gotta have
probably got to be Jedi. Rebels set the precedent for that.
You gotta have you gotta have two sides to the story. So the one side is Jyn and her team assembled, and they're going after the Death Star plans. But on the Imperial side of it, I wonder who's going to be running that side of the story. Is it going to be that Admiral,
Yeah. I would imagine, yeah.
or is it going to be Vader? Because I doubt Vader's going to be in it that much. We'll probably see a couple glimpses, but that's not their focus. So is it going to be more that Admiral, like, Lord Vader, should we do this? And yeah.
What if they do, what if they pull that where that Admiral is in charge of it and he just keeps losing and losing and losing, and finally Vader's like, all right, I'm going to do this shit myself, and that's where A New Hope starts.
Yeah.
Something like that, like I'm putting you in charge to get the plans back. And then the Admiral just keeps losing. Maybe they kill him at some point, and Vader just has to take it into his own hands.
Yeah, maybe. Is there any direct connection between that Admiral and the Emperor? Like, how much does the Emperor actually rule? You know what I'm saying? Is it a full top down, or is it like the Admiral talks to Vader, Vader talks to the Emperor? Like, the Emperor is kind of off. Like, no one really knows who or where he is anymore.
The Emperor
He's
has
so
a whole,
protected from from everything.
I know he has like a little council. Like that's in the Return of the Jedi where you see those guys that look like they're from Wizard of Oz in his throne room. Like he has a council of people that aren't officers that he like convenes with and does his mysterious Sith bullshit with. But he also talks to the higher ranking officers. There's a little bit that I'm remembering from the Tarkin book. Like he talks to people that are high up, you know, like Tarkin, obviously Vader, because it's his apprentice. And like more of the commanding officers.
But this is why I'm excited about it, because it's not about the Force. It's finally a Star Wars movie, not about the Force.
It's true.
So while Vader, we might see a Force power or two, and it's just going to be fucking terrifying because 99% of the galaxy doesn't know what the fuck the Force is, and they're just living their lives, growing moisture on their goddamn farms. And then Vader comes in, chokes someone with his mind, and then like whips out a lightsaber, and you're like, fuck that, dude. I'm getting the hell out of here. But that's how it should be.
Yeah.
The movies don't have to follow along the Jedi all fucking day.
I agree.
So that's why I'm excited about this.
Yep.
Let us know what you think. What overall thoughts about this? Obviously you're excited.
Other than what we already said, overall, I have a feeling like kind of deep down that this might be like the best Star Wars movie. Because it doesn't have to deal with the bullshit of the Skywalker family. Unless, I mean,
I think they might refer to him, and that's about it. Like Princess
I doubt it.
Leia.
They'll refer to Leia, but they don't know who Luke is at this point.
Right.
She doesn't know she has a brother.
Right.
So we'll see. I hope we see a little bit of Leia. I hope we see a little bit of Vader.
Or what if you see a little bit of, the rebels getting in touch with Mon Calamari?
That'd be cool.
Making those connections with,
that'd be cool.
With Admiral Akbar and the Mon Calamari.
Like Mon Mothma trying to recruit different worlds to like rebel.
Right.
Kind of like Dooku did with the Separatists. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So if you guys don't know, like there's that medical frigate, which I don't think is Mon Calamari, but at the end of episode 6,
yeah,
we have the operational Death Star shoots at a Mon Calamari ship. So it's not all one rebellion using one model of ship. It's hundreds of worlds with a bunch of different shit put together to fight this.
Of course.
So yeah, it'd be cool to see Mon Mothma make her point and actually gather support from different systems.
Yeah.
And maybe just show a hint of that in this movie.
Yep.
So excited.
I dig it. Thank
you guys for listening. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Go check us out. All of our other shit. Rogue Squadron Podcast.com. If you want to go check it out. All of our regular episodes are free on iTunes. Go over there, hit the subscribe button, and this shit will download for free. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.